Бухгалтерия бесплатно навсегда. Бизнесу быть. Банк. О, банк.
Мир рушится.
Земля обетована. Последний шанс человечества.
Надежда никогда. Джерард Батлер в фильме «Катастрофе. Гренландия 2. Миграция». В кино с 29 января.
18+.
So we're out in Krasnoe. We're out in Krasnoe, it's cold. Ooh, I'm getting buzzed off my phone. But we're out here today. Just get my gloves on here. Ooh, give me a minute. Fairly cold out today. It's about minus 13 or something around about there. It's a bit colder in the forest where I live, and it's a bit warmer down here in the city. Just get my gloves on. Give me a sec. Otherwise my fingers will drop off. So, that's better. So, I'm gloved up. So we're out here today. I'm meeting up with Aussie Spy. If you know him, you've seen him on the channel before. Should be over there somewhere, I'd to guess by now. Oh no, in fact he said he was walking, so it might take a bit longer. But walking from where he's coming from, across the road quick. Walking from where he's coming from would be a heck of a walk, I'd to guess. So I'm not predicting when he'll get here. But I've also rang up my friend. You know, if anybody's seen my videos, you'll see when I put the foundation in winter time, I did it with my friend, my work colleague, and his name is Valery. And He did leave town for a while. He did live here, and he went to Tver, which is sort of on the road to Moscow from here, so close to Moscow. And now he's back in Krasnoe Selo. He lives. Oh, there's some kind of ceremony going on today. Yes. It's the Communist Party. So this is a rarity. This really is a rarity. It's the Communist Party of Russian Federation, which is now in a minority compared to what it was. Well, obviously it was during communist times, so there's some kind of ceremony going on there. So really didn't know this was going on here today. I had no idea. You're catching this live the same as I am. You can see there's something going on there. This is the Victory Arch. So this on here, this is a victory to well, kind of, we call it Victory Arch, but it's actually a memorial to the fallen soldiers of the Second World War, and it's called Zashitnikam Leningrad Slava. So for the protectors of Leningrad, are the heroes, well, to get this right here, hero protectors of Leningrad at the time. So there you go. That's kind of the best English I can translate it to. So Shitnikam is protector, and then Leningrad is obviously what it was, and Slava is hero. So there's some kind of ceremony. I'm not sure what it's about, but I can see I can see lots of communist flags up there. It's a rarity. These are actually battle flags of the Russian army now, and they've got the Russian army flag there as well. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it's something. And I can see KPRF, which is Communist Party Russian Federation. So that's there as well. So obviously some kind of ceremony. Say hello in the chat if you're in the chat. Not sure how long this battery will last in this weather. I have no idea. It's a kind of it's 50-50 whether it'll last any time at all. So I am going to plug in the charger, but what I can tell you, in this very cold weather, chargers do not last long. They refuse to charge the battery. In fact, Vladimir, hello wherever you are, Vladimir. Putting my charger in yet. Not sure if this will charge or not. It might not because of the cold. It may say that it's too cold to charge. So, but anyway, what that actual celebration is of, I do not know. Whoa! See anything like that? Did I get that on camera? Did you see that, loony? Skidded on the roundabout. Did I catch that on cam? Maybe I did. That'd be good for a shot later, wouldn't it? So, if I caught it, not sure. But we're going to now. Anyway, I'm going to move over here and see if Aussie Spy is actually here or not. He said he was walking, but God knows where he is or not. He might just be. He might have got the bus or something. I got a taxi. I ain't walking in this weather. No way. I'm not sure which buses run where, so I'm not a bus guy. I would know. I was wrapped in a blanket over there. That's cold for you. But, I've got my hat on and gloves on and coat on, and I've actually got trousers on and kind of like long john type things, and I can feel the cold. I'm not cold, but I can feel it. I think that's Aussie Spy right over there. Actually, I think I can spot him there. I think that's him. Looks like him. Maybe I'm wrong. Could well be. Going at a good pace. That does look like him actually. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just. Yeah, it's cold and watery. You know, get water when they're very cold. Look at that beautiful snow we've got here. This is still being built. I was here last time in the better weather. And this was still in building phase, and they've done a bit more. They've got scaffolding up around, they've got windows in now and stuff, so some progress. I haven't been here for a while though. I haven't been live streaming much over winter because obviously cold kills the batteries and kills my hands as well. Don't like getting cold. So Valerie, my friend, meet Valerie if he comes out. He maybe supposed to wait for the red man here to change to green. It is an offence to cross roads when it's not on green. And I tend to be from the UK where we just cross anywhere. I tend to do that, and luckily I've never been fined. But you see, Russians will, locals will just stand and wait for the green man. There we go, 20 seconds to get across the road. So they're very good. They're well behaved. So that's what happens. So that's where I was before. If you follow this stream, you see me and Aussie Spy were in there, Rustics, which is KFC under rebranded. It's the same food, same everything, but it's just rebranded to Rustics. It's the same. Is it shite? Yeah, it probably is. But that's it anyway there, and so I'll keep an eye out. And I'll walk up here anyway. I think Aussie Spy's got to dock something off here in one of these ozones. I'm not sure where the ozone is here. So I'll walk up here. I'm feeling fingers getting cold already. I've only been out here a short time, and yeah, I can feel my cold. Fingers getting cold. So keep swapping hands. I've got the battery on charge, so but it is draining. Staying at 93%. We'll see what happens. But, chances are it's going to die on me at some point. And at which point it's time to go in for a cup of tea, innit? Which is my first intention as soon as Aussie Spy gets here. Go for a cup of tea somewhere. Probably at Rustics actually. And maybe Valerie will turn up as well. I'm not sure. Be good to see him. He's a good friend, very good friend. Really like a brother. We work together on my foundation. We've worked together all over the place. How far from the Ukrainian border? About 6,000 kilometers. long way away. Why are you actually in Russia? You sound Northern English. I am Northern English. That's because I am. I'm from Yorkshire. I'm from Sheffield originally. So that's why I sound English. I live in Russia. I've been here for the last 15 years or so. If you look at the channel, there's an origin story where I came from, how I got here. It's a bit compact, I must admit. It's sort of an outline of how I got here, not the full nitty-gritty details of, I was divorced before and all that, but it's some basic details. So have a look at the channel. The fact it's set as a channel trailer, you can go and see there. This is not Kingissepp. This is, I forgot what this road's called. That is Kingissepp over there, which is where Aussie Spy were coming from. I would give him a call, but since I'm on the phone as a streaming device, I can't. So read his bio. Yeah, read his bio. There you go. Strum Tiger. Well said to you. Yeah, Ukraine border. long way away from here. But say hello in the chat. Interaction is perfect. I love interaction with viewers, showing you something of Russia that's maybe you haven't seen, maybe you didn't know about. Maybe you thought that Russia is kind of back in the Soviet times where there's bread queues and things. I don't like to soldier, just somebody who's got soldiery gear on. So he's not much a soldier. Yeah, it's not as in Soviet times. Very different now. And obviously communism went 35 years ago or something, It's now a democratic country. Has been a long. I'm going to cross here while it's green actually. Quick reminder. Just spotted it was green for 3 seconds. I'm going to get squished by a car if I'm not careful. It's red again. Oops. Better hurry up. There we go. Cross the road. So this is the lost my orientation there for a second. But this is the Victory Arch from the other side. It's very nice. It's only been up a few years. That's when I first came into Russia. This wasn't here. This is quite. I've forgotten. Though I think they were working on it when I first got it. So it's been up about. It's been open about 12 years or something like that. 10, 12 years. You know, but it was in the planning stages when I first came in. This was just a road that passed through here, a little road. And now it's got that thing there, and we've got another memorial here. This is a new one actually as well. This is not an old monument. This is a newer one. There's quite a lot of development in Russia. Is absolutely phenomenal. It is a really inward investment. Is just I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, it's just unprecedented. You just don't see closed shops. Everything's full all the time. You know, I've been watching recently views of my old hometown of Sheffield and Rotherham. I grew up in Rotherham actually. Between Rotherham and Sheffield, I was kind of hopping in between the two as a kid. You know, probably know Rotherham way better than I do Sheffield. And I was looking at videos on YouTube the other day. I was thinking, what is happening to the UK? You know, why is it like that? You know, just seeing the heart of the town ripped out, boarded up shops, endless shops boarded up. It's just a knife crime going rife, and I'm like, you know, what is happening to the UK? What are they doing? You know, why is it ending up like that? It's just unbelievable. And it's really a shock to me to see that. You know, coming from the UK, I'm not against the UK. I'm not, you know, I'm not against the UK at all. It's my hometown, my home country. And I didn't. If you look at the origin story, I didn't escape the UK. I didn't run away from the UK. I came here on a purpose, you know. It wasn't a case of running away from the UK. Although nowadays, maybe if I'd have done it sort of this year, I'd have come over here this year or something. I've never been before. Maybe I would say we're running away if it was that kind of scenario. From what I've seen of the UK now, it's just diabolical. I don't know what's going on. It's you know, craziness, mass immigration, out of control, knife crime, filth everywhere. Like, you know, what is going on? It's unbelievable. I don't want to walk up there too far because I don't want to miss August Pry over here. I don't want to miss him wherever he is. I can't call him on this phone. He's not walking, surely. He freezes his nuts off walking all that far. It's a good 40 minutes to walk from there, I'll tell you. It's a long way. There's no way. Yeah, I bet he's got the bus. I bet he's down here somewhere. I'll go back down here, go back to Rustics. And if he's not there, then I'm going to go into Rustics. I ain't going to stand around outside getting freezing cold. I need to be moving fast in this weather. Oh. So it's just come up with a thing on my phone telling me, charging slow due to low temperature. Charging will charge back to normal speed if the phone gets warmer. Well, it ain't going to get warmer, is it? It's going to get colder. So this is a problem when you've got faced with very cold temperatures, and it is cold, but it's not windy, so it's okay cold. You can live with it. And the thing is to do is to keep swapping your hands over. Put one hand in your pocket, one hand on your phone, and then swap them over every now and then. And that is blocking out my. I'll take off the thing. So here we are. Comrade Captain Ron. Comrade Captain Ron are gone. Why are you? Where I was a bit behind here. I wasn't reading whether. So where are we? Captain Comrade Ron were gone. Miss watching Comrade Captain. I don't know what Comrade Captain Ron is. You've lost me. You've lost me in your whatever it is. I don't know what that is about. You have to explain it to me. You have to write it in the comments. Everybody watching my videos. A few people that are watching them. Shorts are doing great, but the videos are not so good. The reason the videos, if anybody's watching and they're thinking the videos are a bit techie, well, that's because they weren't actually written, they weren't filmed for YouTube. They were filmed for Telegram, to the immigrant community that I run a group there, a Telegram group, and they were filmed really as a guide for them if anybody's building here or thinking about building here or buying a house here. So that's kind of why they are the way they are. They weren't really designed for YouTube in kind of way. So, but season 3, if you're keeping out, season 3 is coming as soon as spring comes. Can't go up to Novgorod at the moment, it's just way too cold. When season 3 starts, the videos will be filmed in a very different way, with a clear start, process and finish. Very different. But I will be doing live streams up there every day. I'm going to get a run across here. I will be doing live streams again up there in the evening times for those who like techie stuff. You know, the bones of what I'm building up there. You know, plank A gets nailed to plank B kind of thing, right across already. So we will be doing that in the live streams, and the videos will be more YouTube-ified, if you like. Don't beat me. What area are you in? So this is Krasnoe Selo. It's just outside of St. Petersburg. It's about, I don't know, it's probably 16 kilometers from St. Petersburg. Is this? That's down there is the direct road to St. Petersburg. That road over there goes to Gatchina. No, I'm lying. That doesn't go to Gatchina, does it? Hold on. I'm getting bearings. That road goes to Gatchina. That road goes to Gatchina, and that road goes God knows where. It goes to Ropcha, to Kipen, place like that. And that way there goes down to St. Petersburg. So this is Krasnoe Selo. This is a rural town, kind of, well, semi-rural. I'm not even sure if you could call it rural. It's kind of semi-rural, and it's thriving like all Russian towns are. It's just the economy here. They're saying, I heard the Western sanctions are going to finish Russia off, and we're going to be on our knees, and there's going to be no petrol and no food in the shops, and yeah, righto, it ain't happened. In actual fact, the economy is booming like we've never seen. We've never seen the economy so booming. Inward investment in the country is absolutely outrageous. It's just crazy amounts of work they've done. You know, from a few years ago, our roads were quite bad. I mean, you're always going to get potholes and stuff like that, especially after winter. Spring comes and there's holes everywhere, and that's just the nature of being in harsh conditions. But apart from that, everything's in good condition now. I mean, you can't go anywhere and see boarded up shops and people living in the streets in tents, and none of that. There's no homelessness here at all, anywhere. You just don't see that. I've never seen a homeless person, so that's something that's different. And shops are just full on. Everything's in full swing. There's no shortage of anything. It's just really great. What can you say? This is a little area. This is so we've got here. I'll tell you what we've got here. So this is what is that? So it's selling glasses and stuff, car insurance, and a beauty salon. Oh, no, flowers. There we go. Couldn't quite say it. Rostex is there. What was the KFC, now rebranded to Rostex. Yeah, that went well, didn't it? We're pulling out of Russia. Yeah, right, really. Yeah, but you're leaving all your stuff behind, aren't you? And all your technology and all your shops and all your premises, which they bought back, which actually they were bought out for pennies, really. And now they're starting to moan and saying they're going to come back after sanctions. No, you're not. You're going to come back on our terms. You pulled out, now you're going to come back on our terms, and if you want premises, you're going to have to pay big bucks for them. So, you know, Western channels tell us the opposite. Yeah, well, Western channels would, wouldn't they? You know, I mean, they're gonna tell you lies and feed a propaganda machine that's just, you know, Russia's the bad guy and everybody else is good, and Ukraine's full of angels. There's no Nazis in Ukraine, of course. Yeah, not half. And Russia's on its knees. There's no petrol, and there's queues at the petrol stations, and there's no food, and I don't know whatever else the rubbish you can think of that they've come out with. And it's just garbage. It really is. I don't know how they got I don't know how they can even kind of face their own viewers with saying, you know, putting out so much rubbish. I mean, it's just pure nonsense. And that's actually Lenta. But so if you look at it, if you can see there, it's called Gipro Lenta, which means supermarket. No, hypermarket. Supermarket's a big one. It's a fairly old big chunk of a supermarket. And I have been in supermarkets before. And I might go in there actually today when all the spy gets here. Might go for a wander around in there and have a look and show you if everybody's interested in what's actually in the supermarkets these days. To show you that we're not lying about lack of food and whatever, you know, which is absolute rubbish. As you can see, the traditional view from the West is that Russia is so old-fashioned and Soviet, larders running around everywhere. And, you know, can you see any larders anywhere? The old-fashioned type? Is there any anywhere? Nope. Not a one. Larders, the old-fashioned larders, the traditional Soviet larders, are now a bit of a rarity. You'd see them in rural areas, I suppose, a bit, but in towns, not. Very, very rare. There's not one in this car park here, not one. So when you do see it, it's kind of, oh, there's no larder. You know, they're kind of classic cars now. You really don't see them here. Now it's mainly new Chinese cars, really, really common. And in fact, there is larders, I'm lying, but there is larders, but they've been fully modernised and revamped, and they don't look anything like the Soviet larders that were out. In fact, when you see a larder, it's hard to recognise there is a larder these days. But just swapped hands again. So that's Tokyo City is a restaurant and cafe thing, so might go in there actually. That's quite nice in there. I've never been in Tokyo City. I always wondered where it was. I thought, oh, I can smell diesel. Whew. I can smell diesel. That is a strong smell of diesel fuel. I don't know what's going on. Somebody's had a spill somewhere. Oh, maybe it's that. Maybe it's also they've got heaters going. I know where it is now. So that's a car wash place, and I bet they've got those big diesel space heaters in there, and it's blowing it out of there, out the ventilator, and I'm getting a smell of diesel. That's where it's coming from, of course. So here we've got that used to be a water tower, I believe, and it's been redone into something else, very different. And then we've got down here yet another cafe. Is it a cafe? Yep. So this is another cafe, another restaurant cafe. So you've got Rostex. You've got 3 or 4 cafes in a restaurant in a tiny area, really. All working away. Nothing, no problems. You know, nothing closed up yet. I don't think I've ever seen a boarded up shop in a high street here in Russia. It just doesn't happen. It's just, you know, something closes down. Obviously, business go bankrupt. You know, the startup business, and they think it's going to be a good idea, and it turns out not to be such a good idea. And you know, what do you miss most about the UK? What do I miss the most about the UK? Not much, really. What do I miss? I probably miss British humour. Probably my only thing is probably British humour. But other than that, not much. I think that might be the ozone where all the spies got to go. Actually, that might well be it. So I might be in the right spot to catch him whenever he gets here. That could well possibly be it. Actually, thinking about it, I didn't realise it was. I didn't know where it was. It was around here somewhere. But that's Ozone is an online company. How long until it took you to get a decent grasp of Russian? Had you an interest before you met your wife? Yes, I did have an interest before I met my wife. Had already started learning Russian. That's how I met her, actually, through a website, what do you call it, language exchanges. So yeah, how long to get a grasp of Russian? A long time. Long time. It's not an easy language to learn. Well, I mean, no language is easy to learn if you're getting older. If you're a young whippersnapper, yeah, you know, your brain's in full function, isn't it? You know, when you're getting old like me, and the valves in your brain start to get a bit sticky, you know. It takes a long time to learn a language, any language. I can't imagine Russian being any different to any other. But I do have some good advantages. Advantages being that my wife doesn't speak English. So obviously forced into, even if I didn't want to learn Russian, forced into it. That's a big advantage. Another one is that working here, I did start working here. We're working on pile foundations, and the people who I worked with, none of them spoke English. So it's a case of either shut up or grunt, point, or learn the language. And consequently, I learned the language through. And that was a big actual breakthrough for me, was starting work here. That really was for the language. But I've still got a heavy English accent, a really heavy English accent that I know about, and I'm trying to slowly rectify. I've just never had no time to do it, to work on the language skills. You know, you work and you come home, you know, you want to sleep, you don't want to be sitting down studying a book, you know. So it's not easy. No family back home. Kind of yes and no. I do, yeah, obviously, I mean, I've got cousins and that, but my sister died 2 years ago, and she was my last real. My mum's dead. My dad's still alive, but there's very little contact with him. He thinks, you know, I've come to Russia and I should have never come here, and fell out over it. So we're not speaking terms, but he's 92, I think he is now. So there's Jason ringing now. Freaking glove back on now. Oh, that's cold. That's cold. So I'm going to walk over to Kingisep. He said it'd be 5 minutes, but I was going to make sure I catch him in the right spot. But he's coming down Kingisep, which Kingisep is the road, the name of the road. So battery power's drained to 88% now. This is definitely cafe material, isn't it? Get into a cafe and keep warm. This is my intention. I'm well wrapped up, but hands get cold outside here. It's cold. Where is this? This Krasnoe. The comrade captain on, he is in Krasnoe, and until learning Russian, he's 65, said it was too hard. It was hard to, yeah, I mean, yeah. Deep dive, how's your farm? Sorry, where is this? So, where is this? This is, I'm just on the road in Krasnoe. I lost my train of thought now. He spoilt my train of thought, didn't he? I think to thought, and I've forgotten now. But I can imagine that 65 is difficult to learn language. I mean, I'm 56, almost 57. 57 next month, or is it this month? What month are we in here even? I think next month I'm 57. Forgetting. And so I started learning language at around about 42, something like that. Learning Russian. I did have got Polish at one point, and German as well. None of it stuck. I learnt Spanish as a kid, you know, in schoolboy Spanish, and can't remember much about it, to be honest. Now Valeria's calling. That's Valeria. He's my work colleague I work with, my good friend, and really, Valeria was like a brother to me. We worked all over Russia, all over the regions, and we worked, we stayed in hotels together, we slept in the back of the lorry together, you know, you name it, we've been and done it. Some really awful foundation work, really cold, muddy, horrible jobs, you know, really not fun jobs at all. And you know, he's just a very good friend of mine, and really always delighted to see Valeri. And you'll see him as well in a minute. You'll meet Valeri, my good friend. So, ringing yet. His channel banned again. Oh, I don't know whose channel got banned. Ako Azmas and Slovenco. I don't know what that says in Slovenian. I can't read Slovenian. I can't speak Slovenian, but if you can, I would imagine as a Slovenian, you would understand Russian. So I can say to you, я не понимаю словацкие слова. По-английски или по-русски, kind of way. So Valer is in Rostex there, and I'm going to meet us. Let me ring up. So I'm going to have to do this now. On this, but my good friend Valer is in here somewhere, so I'll go and find him. And I'll take my glove off. A bit slippery out here, I must say. Привет. This is Valeria. Что ты купить? Что ты купить? Я надо. Что я надо? Что вкусно? Какой?
Я взял кофе.
А?
Я беру кофе.
Кофе, да?
Да.
Ой, отмень. Ты брал еда? Бургер. Ты брал бургер или что?
Не, я кофе беру.
Ну почему? Давай я кофе. Деньги есть.
Что за бред?
Какой? Вот этот?
Не работает терминал здесь.
Давай, брал. А?
Пей.
Не знаю. Я кофе я не знаю, но.
Я кофе пока хочу, я только проснулся.
Yeah, that's хорошо. So this is a burger. So this is a. Wait. There's also spy. This is Valerie. You don't speak. А ты не говоришь по-английски? Ты не был по-английски?
Нет.
Я никогда слышал.
You cancelled your order.
That's not working. We're working on it. He's working on it. Давай, кофе.
Капучино?
Да, давай.
Да, кофе.
Три капучино. Три. The cappuccino, yeah? I don't know. Еда. Что еда тоже? Не, я... Что ты делаешь? Что это? Не надо.
Не работает интернет.
Да, не, я чул, еда.
Ну вот, прикладывай.
Не.
Еду?
Да. Отказ. So, три капучино.
Так. Капучино.
Где это капучино? Technology. Да. И? Бургер, да. Не знаю. Дешевле. 500 лет я чул.
Вот беру вот такой.
Да, давай. Три вот это. Бургер.
Острый? Острый или обычный?
Печный или острый?
Оригинал.
Original. Три, да?
Окей.
Все, пойдет. Как делать? Это карта. Вот это сильно, да. Озон, да. Отлично. He knows my card, my PIN numbers, everything. Правильно. PIN code знает, все знает.
Let's go shopping.
That's how we do it.
Give me your card before I go shopping. I'm going to buy a car and a few other things.
And fundament, where we're on the foundation, it's like give me a card. So give him the card. I come back with stuff. Ah. 22.09, да? Давай. So, Valerie is my очень хороший друг. He's my good friend from Russia. I was going to say, I'll get mixed up here. He's on Australia.
Hello. Jason.
Jason. Yeah. Ну, какой работа сейчас?
Ищу.
Ничего.
Дожду, Володя сегодня должен сказать.
Да? Он сказал, вот, капу вырез готов, сказал.
Куда?
Капу.
Да ну.
Нет, я сказал это.
Не.
На уклон это.
Не, я на своих.
Put it.
Я не хочу.
Put it.
Не хочу.
Put it. So. Не буду. It's funny. Not working, and they ring me up, right? Ring me up like months later and I say, "You working?" Da, работает. Какой? Just laughing. Свайт. Guarantee. Свайт, да. Вот, Женя говорит, никогда Валерия брат... Our boss, Женя, never taking Valeria back. He's never worked with me again. Then, a couple of months. Who's doing that foundation? That foundation, Valeria. So it was kind of funny. Well, this is Rostex anyway, so anyway, I think we'll cut this live stream up here and I'll come back to you in a while. So, you got.